Yes, and I'm telling you, for those joining me right now, home of African music, the Diaspora Chronicles, as I promised, we're going to be talking about the elections that just happened yesterday here in Germany. And for those listening to me, you know what you're talking about. We know the winner already, but let me talk about the historical trumps and setbacks and the elections as of February 2024. This is the historical trumps and setbacks. Remember, the overall results of the federal elections are one aspect, but there were also countless other decisions. Some of you may be asking yourself what and what, but sometimes even dramas, especially in the electoral district, what stood out and what was even historic? That's the question most of you are asking yourself, and we are asking ourselves here from your home of African music. Remember, the federal level, that's one of them. Three of the larger parties achieved a record result in these elections, both positive and negative. Remember, the AFD, known as AFD, performed better than even its fourth federal election, achieving 20.8% according to the preliminary results. Remember, they represented more than a doubling of its 2021 result, with a gain of 10.5 points, the second largest increase in a federal election history, after the union's of 14.2 point gain in 1953. You know now what we are talking about. Thank you so much for Radio RFM team for putting this story together. And remember, although the term historic is sometimes overused, the SPD's 16.4% is indeed historic. Remember, it is previously worst result, which was 20.4% in 2017, was still significantly better. Never before was a previous strongest party lost as much as the SPD did this time, 9.3 points. The only time that SPD lost more was in 2009 with an 11.2 point drop. Now listen carefully. This is where it is. The FDP also faced a disaster with 4.3%, making it its weakest result since 1949. This is only the second time since 2013 that it failed to enter the Bundestag. Now here comes one more positive note. Voter turnout reached an all-time high since reunification at 82.5%. Sorry. Election result graphically, which actually detailed results and polls. The question is, who won and where? The RFM team actually caught up to this point where they gathered to the polls to know who won in which district, which parties, which candidates, and how these issues were actually evaluated. Other parties also had a historical notable result, though not record-breaking. Although the union gained significant and became the clear strongest force, listen to this, it recorded its second worst result across all 21 federal elections. Only in 2021 was it worse at 24.1%. Even in 1949, when the party system was just developing, it achieved 31%. The union's 28.5% is also the second worst result for a leading party, with SPD's 2021 performance being worse. Nonetheless, this marked the 17th time the union has been number one in the 21 federal elections held so far. The Greens, actually on the other side, had a rather disappointing election day, but its result is their second best after 2021, when they achieved 14.8%. The left party's result is considered surprising success. Just a few months ago, its prospects seemed bleak. However, it was stronger in 2009 at 11.9% and 2017 9.2%. This is the historic trumps and setbacks actually put together by Radio RFM. This is actually Diaspora Chronicles, and this is Diaspora Stories, as you have heard the historic trumps and the setbacks.